Hello, my name is Derek Hine. I'm out here on behalf of Cornerstone Property Groups. This condo association is Signature Pointe. They were involved with an insurance claim. Kind of went stagnant due to trying to source the materials. I'll explain that here in a minute. I do want to point out that we are out here to talk about repairability. You can see, even though I'm bundled up, it is 48 degrees. Shingles, if you look at it online, look at anything online, you can install from 40, as low down to 40 degrees. So brittle test or repairability test can be performed in this weather, even though it looks like I'm chilly. I do want to start by talking about the claim. We tried to source the product by pulling an ITEL, which is a shingle sample. We harvested, sent it to a company in Florida. They deemed that the shingle is discontinued by color and by size. We're gonna start off by that. I'm gonna walk you around. I'm gonna show you. So we sent the guys out here from K&P to remove the tarps that we had put on the property, because the property is worried going into the winter season that we do get some type of repair other than a tarp. This shingle here is a Tamco XL. They have not produced a shingle, I believe, since 2012. We'll provide that documentation later. The shingle itself has these wide overlays. We're going to be sending the documentation from Tamco, the brochures, just to prove that this is the shingle. It is these extra wide overlays. That's why they call it the XL. Other than that, it has a 5-inch exposure. Okay, that is called an English cut shingle. Metric shingles are the only ones that exist these days, which have 5 and 5/8 exposure. When we sent the guys out to remove my tarp in this area, because we had some damaged shingles, first of all, I don't even make one in the same profile, this wide overlay. Now, this is a Tamco product as well. We use one of their just standard dimensional shingles because you can't even source this product. The reason why this has taken so long is we did do an attempt to reach out to all our suppliers, ABC, Reese Wholesale, K&I Lumber. We even tried to source it from our smaller distributors that kind of keep some of those older products in stock in the back of the lot, to see if we could find some of these discontinued shingles. Nobody in all of Louisville had these. So at this point, we're kind of forced to use the products that are available. As you can see with this 5 and 5/8 exposure, where the guys came out here and replaced this, the overlay is, or the exposure is too big, right here. Also, this color doesn't exist because this shingle doesn't exist. So we got the shingle style. You know, they don't even have these wide overlays anymore. We don't have the right exposure. We don't have the right color. Here in Kentucky, we have a Kentucky state statute that requires the insurance company to match, to provide a uniform appearance, the same size, shape, color, and quality. Once we put this tarp on, the guys called us and said, hey, you guys need to get out here. At this point, yes, we put a tarp here, but were they supposed to replace these that have had the punctures from our cap nails with this shingle? I mean, it would look horrible. And that's just from one of the repairs. The insurance company has wrote numerous repairs all over the property. So we have these discontinued shingles, and we're gonna, if you want to follow me, we're gonna walk down this building alone, but we've already combed over. This entire property is all English cut shingle for the 5-inch exposure. We got 5 inches here. And these are all a Tamco product. Get back to this. This is where we sampled, we harvested the shingle for ITEL. We'll get back to that one in a minute. This is also the XL. You can obviously see with the wide overlays and 5-inch exposure. This is also an XL. Here. Wide overlays, 5-inch exposure. Another shingle. 5-inch exposure. This is a laminate. standard laminate, so it doesn't have, it's not the XL. But we still cannot match the exposure because it's only 5 inches. We're gonna go back to where we pulled the shingle for a 9 time. You guys also removed it. We got going on. So this little backstory, K&P's been in business for 30 years. We've got relationships with companies and suppliers. We're well known in the industry. We do not do stuff like this. This is unethical. And we're being forced to remove a tarp and put it back the best we can until we can find a solution. This is what we're being forced to do because we cannot source these shingles. These shingles do not exist. It's impossible to purchase these shingles to perform the repairs that the insurance company has wrote up, all widespread over the community. It all being a 5-inch exposure, we cannot source one shingle to do a repair on this property per the Kentucky State Match Law in multiple reasons. We got size, shape, color, in this case quality. I mean, we're hitting every point, every bullet point of the Kentucky State Match Law. Also, I'm going to kind of go over this repair because this is why the guys called us and said you might want to come out here and look at this for yourself. That's when we decided to videotape this, because K&P will not warranty anything like this. We're just being forced to until we find a resolution. We've got it where it's overexposed. Here. You see the exposure? I would peel this up so you can see it better, but the guys that hand sealed all this, like I said, they did also roof tar over top of the holes from the tarp, because at that point these shingles need to be replaced. They also pointed out, and we looked at this prior, we have tears in the shingles. We got creasing. They did say that some of these overlays were delaminated. Yeah, right here when we lifted the shingle, these were delaminating. They did say that we had to glue or hand seal the laminates back to the shingles. So we're being forced to manufacture or remanufacture the shingles on site. All right. So, like I said, we're going to switch over. We're going to actually do a repair on the other side from start to finish. Oh, also, I did want to point out this. This is the location. Okay. And I don't know if you have to zoom out to see this. This is the location just underneath where they performed the repair. So to repair 3 shingles, they were moving around, working their tools back and forth, and they have wore a spot in the area. I'm going to come over this. I mean, they have basically, they don't even have a working platform without destroying shingles. I mean, they have taken the integrity completely off these just by trying to have a working space to perform a repair. This falls into, all these fall into another law that Kentucky has in place to hold the insurance companies liable for incidents like this. This right here is consequential damage just to perform the repair. We also got tears, that's consequential damage. We got creasing, consequential damage. We also got delamination. Our guys right here, you can see some of the roofing tar where they had glued back the overlay. All right. So 5 bullet points. We got size, we got shape, we got color, we got quality of the XL. Also, we got consequential damage. That's five laws, or there's 2 laws, 5 bullet points that are being broken here, and we're being forced to try. This is not an ethical repair by any means. We can go ahead and we're going to move on if you want to start it over.